And hopefully we will be back on and everyone will see us, but maybe not. We might have to alert everyone that we've started a new stream. I don't know how this is going to go. This is very frustrating. If you are watching this on replay, please bear with us. We had some technical difficulties there in the beginning. Of course we did, right? Wow. And here we are. Okay, now people are back. And I keep seeing Carrie. I keep seeing a woman named Carrie in the chat. Are you the one from API? Is that you? Or API or OASA? I feel like I met you at the Aquatic Experience. Okay, listen. I see people are saying we're back. Yikes. Everybody's here. Okay. Now, are you all, did you have to go to another video or are you just stayed on the page and it just opened back up again? How did that work for you? Because, and here's the pineapple pizza. I don't know if this is live. I don't know if this is actually happening. If there are people watching, I'm going to, oh, this is nuts. This is bananas. We've completely ruined the stream for tonight, but hopefully that changes. Hopefully people come back and, okay. So here's what I'll do. I don't know. Shoot. I don't even know how to do it. This is insane. Stayed on the same stream. Okay. Well, all right. I don't know what to do. This is embarrassing and it is very much frustrating. New stream, you are live at K2 Tropicals. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Candy. I guess I had to, I guess it was a new, completely new window here. Let me see.
It's moving so fast.
I can't, I don't know which one is which though. So this is,
one you're on. So, okay.
All right. So listen, folks, I'm very, very sorry that that happened. This is very weird. Okay. I'm seeing us on there right now. I see 154 people watching.
Candy says we're on live. It's a brand new stream. So we're on. We're fine.
Okay. Well, hopefully maybe somebody shared that in the old stream or something. I don't know. But you know what? I'm just going to act like that didn't happen. Don't lose any hair off it. Really? I mean, do you see this head? So, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Here we are. We're back. And so...
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Give a test
because
for...
That's why all this happened. John unplugged my microphone and brought this other thing in. I don't know if it's working as good or not, but so.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm testing. All right. So I don't see. So hopefully someone can give me a. See, this is. This is really weird because I have two different screens with two different chats and it's, I don't know which one is the live one and which one isn't. So, yeah. Lisa, pull your mic closer. So here's the thing. I'll turn her microphone up a little bit, but the reason why it's the way it is, she's not on the black microphone that you see in the corner. It's still in the camera. It doesn't matter. It's not hurting anything. She's not on that microphone anymore. What I did, so here's the deal, okay? For avid followers of this live stream, you know that there has been a significant problem with echo. It's been ruining my life, and I've tried everything I can do to eliminate that echo. And Marie actually suggested this morning, she said, why don't you switch the microphones? Give me the one that just switch them. And if she echoes, we would know that it's the microphone that's the problem because everything else has been fine. I mean, I've changed everything. So the only thing left is that it is the microphone. The thing is, the echo was always complained about from me, not her. And then last week, when we did the fun little bit with dressing up in the Halloween costumes, people were saying that she was echoing and I was not. Well, that's because she was on my microphone. So what we've basically done here is we've determined that the problem is that actual microphone and not our software, not the internet. The problem is not you. The problem is not me. The problem is that microphone. So I got to buy a new microphone. And what I've done for tonight is I have given her an old microphone. And when I unplugged the echoey microphone to plug in this new one that I just ran and got, that's when everything died. And that's what put us here where we are right now. So yeah, the problem is pineapple pizza. Yeah, I like that. Now, I actually like pineapple pizza. I don't think it's as criminal as a lot of people say it is, but I'm not going to request pineapple pizza. But if that's all we've got, I'll eat that. I'm fine with that. You don't get a body like this by turning down any type of pizza. That's for sure. So, okay, now I need to get to... I want to run through these super chats real quick, folks, and hopefully people did not put up very many comments on them. That way we don't... Anyway, Edgar Steckenfinger, new stream, he says, with the $2. Don't lose any hair over it. Yeah, I saw that for the $5. Thank you, Stephen. Nick Kelly just threw $10 at us. He balled it up in his hands, and he threw it, and it just hit us, and he didn't even say anything. He just walked away. Fish Room Fever, you're on. You're good. Happens to the best of us. Lisa has the E word. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I want my $4.99 back. It's a joke. Dang it. Lisa, I love the Beta Girls Instagram. Uh-oh.
Thanks, Caleb.
Yeah. Are we going to... oh, and by the way, the I want my $4.99 back was from Chad Krotz. Parker Doty. Dottie Doty? I'm going to say Dottie Doty. I'm going to say Dottie Doty. New word, Corey's fault. I like that. It's fun to just pretty much blame anything on Corey. I love Corey, but it's fun to just blame him for whatever my problems are. It must be Corey's fault. Nick Kelly apparently has a lot of money tonight that he wants to just get rid of. And maybe he's laundering money through us or something. I don't know. But just he threw $10 the first time, and then he just threw $20 with no comment attached at all. And then Chris from Multi-Tank Addiction, the artist that created these beautiful drawings behind us, with the $2. Susie M with the $2. If you see this, it's current video chat. Kaylor's Aquatics with the big 20 banger. No comment. I like that. And Chris Wheel, the very first person to take advantage of the stickers on the super chats, which is very, very cool. And, if anyone's interested in that kind of coolness, it is an available feature on the super chats. So, okay, we're caught up on that. No, we're not, because here we are. David Buck, $5. Those microphones are ribbon bi-directional, and where your echo is coming from. Cardioid microphones are the best way to go. Audio engineer here. Yeah, David Buck, you are my hero. I am aware of this, but budget will not allow us to go that far. If I was, what is that microphone? The Shure 75B or whatever that microphone is. I would love to have that but I don't have all of the equipment for that. But that's in the works. We're going to get that eventually. Nick Kelly is becoming a problem because he's just throwing money at us, and it's becoming a real issue. And it looks like he's getting into a battle with Bob Kaler, but he said hi this time, so that's pretty cool. So thank you, David Buck. Yeah, I appreciate the advice, and I agree with you, even though I am not an audio engineer. I've heard it from quite a few people, and that's what I'm going to end up going to, is more hardwired microphones, get a whole new setup. I know it's not outrageously expensive, but I mean, we got 5 kids,
Come on.
So
3 are adults. We don't even.
Yeah, but they still cost us money because we got to put air conditioning in their room and all of that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, yeah, that Shure microphone, the one that literally everybody uses. I think Corey has like 6 of them. Maybe I'll have Corey send me a couple to borrow. Yeah, Joe Rogan uses them. Theo Vaughn uses them. I mean, that's the ones that I'm going to end up getting because that's what everybody has. So it must be good. So, But you might have to tolerate these for another couple of weeks or so. We'll have to see. So, whew, okay. Now that the stream has completely been ruined, but you know what? It's not. Why? Because we are here. We're happy. We've got our health. At least I think I do. I started feeling a little something going on. I hope I'm not coming down with something. I'm just going to fight it. I'm going to act like it doesn't exist.
Are you getting sick?
No, I'm not.
I'm the one that got the flu shot yesterday, right here on my arm, and it hurts.
I think you brought that flu home to me.
Well, then I had a little tickle in my throat this morning, and I was like, uh-oh, the flu shot gave me the flu.
Well, they say that could be a thing. Mattman B comes in with the $5 and says, "Hi, John and Lisa. Quick question. Are peacocks mouth brooders or no? I've got fry in my 75-gallon all of a sudden and don't recall anyone holding." Yes, they are. They're absolutely mouth brooders. And don't be ashamed of that, because the exact same thing happened to me. My very first brood of fry that I ever had, I didn't realize I had a holding female. The females, some of them do a really good job of storing the eggs maybe down their throat a little bit more. I mean, they've got it's called a buccal cavity. That's what I call it anyway. Maybe scientists would call it something different, but it's like a pouch, almost like a pelican, where they store the fish. But you might have had a female that had a deep throat. Yep, he just said that. It does happen though, so don't be panicked by that. But get those fry in somewhere where they can live and survive, because all of the other peacocks in the tank will eat them. So get those things safe and have fun with it. And don't do what I did, which is immediately go out and buy 127 tanks and start up a whole business breeding fish and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, now.
PG.
Huh?
I said PG.
I didn't say any foul language. I got to make sure that this stream is 100% G-rated, because we got the federal government coming down on us January 1st, and I don't want to lose what we have worked so hard to build that is now finally actually starting to do something, and then they're going to take it away. But they're not going to take it away. Everything's going to be fine. So, oh no, flu shots can't give you the flu. That's misinformation, sadly feeds the anti-vaxxers' paranoia. You might already be sick when you start feeling sick. Takes several days to... Yeah, you know what? I am certainly not an anti-vaxxer person. That's just what I was told, because you're injecting the virus into you, which is what helps to build your immunity to it. That's how it was explained to me, though.
Oh, I was actually kidding, because I was being a little sarcastic and just being...
Yeah, we're definitely not anti-vaxxers, though. And I know you were not, with that comment, you were not insinuating that we are anti-vaxxers. I'm just saying we're not part of that deal. FFAR with the 9.99 euros. Don't know what that translates to, but it doesn't matter at all. Did you get proper bollocks from your beautiful wife for flooding your garage/fish room and lying? Okay, so, all right, it's time for me to come clean, okay? So here's how that went down.
Oh, okay.
So it was this tank right here, okay? Obviously, if you saw it in the video, I was sitting in this chair right here, looking at the same computer screen that I'm looking at right now.
Yep.
And I moved my feet, I felt the sloshing, and I said, oh no. And I look over, and it's right there, 3 feet from my face. It's draining down the side of the tank.
Yeah.
So I stopped it, and I kind of assessed the situation. I filmed that little bit where I was saying, how many of you have made mistakes? Have you made this mistake? Whatever it was that I did in that video. I filmed that little thing, and then I went to her, and I told her what was going on. And the whole part that you saw on that video of me vacuuming, that was all completely set up. That was fake, okay? That was dramatized. That was a reenactment for dramatic purposes. So, yes, she knew that it happened.
Oh, but when he told me, I was like, are you serious? Because you give me crap all the time. I hate it when you do water changes. You get water all over the floor. You give me such a hard time about the way I do water changes and the way I make a mess with water. I have never done that.
There's not much I can pick on you for. So if I find something that I can pick on you for, I'm going to jump on that. Again, keeping this G-rated. But I have to do what I have to do, and I have to seize any moment that I possibly can. So when I went up there, I was basically like, so we have a situation.
And I was really worried. When he said something like that, I'm like, oh, gosh.
Yeah, but you know what? It was fine the next day. The rug was still a little bit damp, but I don't need to hear there's an echo. I understand, folks. Thank you. I don't need it put in the chat. Please don't ruin my evening. Thank you, Candy. I don't need to be told that there's an echo. We already know. It's fine. So listen.
What I want to know is, why the heck do I look like I have a cherry red nose on here? What's up with the lighting? Why is it that you don't look all shiny and red, but I look like I just sneezed and blew my nose for
I don't
3
know.
days?
I just don't know. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Obviously, we're a little off the game here tonight. So, yeah. But
Oh, look, this is perfect. I just came across Madison Paul Reeves, $1.99 super chat. Lisa being dramatic as always. I am being a little dramatic right now.
she can be dramatic. It's fine. You know, welcome to my world. We've got another sticker. This is adorable. It's a little pear, and I don't know what it's doing, but it's cute. It's dropping the mic. That's what it's doing. It's dropping the mic. That is
so
adorable.
cute.
So thank you for that. That's entertaining. I mean, that's the first one I've seen. So that's very, very cool. So echo is an audible hallucination. So yeah, Chad, watch yourself. You say that word one more time. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, it does bother me when I react that way. It is because it bothers me. But it bothers me because I don't want to deliver a faulty product. You understand what that means? It hurts my feelings because I'm not bringing you the best possible situation. So we're going to get that straight, though. So don't worry. It's going to be resolved. And I don't know when it's going to be resolved, but it's going to be resolved very, very quick. We got another sticker. This is fun. How's it going? It's the pear guy again. That's cute. Madison says, I can't believe I've never seen the stickers before. It's a brand new thing. I think I actually got the notification like 3 days ago that they were doing that. And then I got an email today that there's going to be another thing that is going to like showcase members' comments on videos, which is actually really cool. Because right now, if you comment in this chat and you are a member, obviously it shows your membership badge and your name is green. If you're a mod, it's blue. But they're going to do something in videos so that if you comment on one of our edited videos, not live streams, it'll pin those too. So that's pretty cool that's going to happen. Here's another one. It's a pear Superman. How fun is that? Do you see that?
That is so cute.
This is fun to watch. I like this. This is very, very cool. So let's get into the show here. 394 people watching, which is super exciting. That many people are still here after that complete disaster in the beginning. Thank you for sticking around or coming back to us or whatever it is. Ann Thornton, thank you for becoming a new member. There were other new members too that I missed because of that whole thing. And I feel bad about that. But anyone else who has signed on to become a member tonight, thank you for joining the team. And we're going to try to make it worth your while. Allie Patton comes in with the dancing #1 fan pair. That's
These
funny.
little dancing things are so adorable.
Okay, here's a trivia question for the audience. And I think that this is why they're using the pairs. And I don't have it to show you right here, right now, but I am going to give you a signed book from Chris Lukob. It is Chris's book with that other person. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have it here to show you, but I will show it to you, and whoever wins this is going to receive it in the mail, and they'll be able to see it.
Are we doing a giveaway?
We are. I'll handle it so I don't have to hear your mouth.
No. I want to know. Are we doing a giveaway?
We are.
Because
We are.
I need to know.
It is only one, and the person has to answer a question, a trivia question that I'm going to ask right now, because I have a conspiracy theory as to why they used pears. I think it might be a dig at Apple, but here's the thing. You know, Google, Apple, you know what I mean? iOS is always last. Android gets everything before iOS does. Android is owned by Google. You get it? I think that they're using the pears for that. Why is Candy quitting? What happened here?
Giveaways, probably.
Oh, don't worry, Candy. We got it. What you have to do to answer this trivia question, or you to win this book, and before the stream is over tonight, I will go and I will get the book and I'll show it to you. It is signed by Chris Lukob, and I took a picture of him signing the books, so that's for authenticity purposes. What show? All right, so Chad Kratz already won. Didn't even ask the question. Chad Kratz won. I was going to ask, let me make sure Chad Kratz won that, because maybe somebody else said it before he did. But what I was going to ask was, what is the television show where they don't have iPhones, they have pear phones? What is that show? And Chad Kratz already got it. He said iCarly. And then somebody said that there was another show too. Where did it go? iCarly has the pear. Yeah. It's a pear-shaped body. Zoe 101
Zoe
used a
101.
pear on a laptop. Yeah. But my question was going to be pear phone, and that was Chad Kratz. So congratulations, Chad Kratz, for winning a trivia question or winning a trivia contest before the question was even asked.
And so this is what you do, Chad, so that I can take care of this, because I know now. Please send me your address. Send it to kgtropicals@gmail.com. Address it to me, because I'm the one taking care of it.
I told you I would, but that's very nice of you. Thank you.
See, he said that, but after the stream, he'll say, well, I thought you were going to do it.
No, I won't. I told you on the stream that I'll do it. I will do it.
I got it.
So listen. Okay. Guess I need to watch TV. No, you don't. The only reason I know about that was because my child watched iCarly obsessively before you and I even met. And
You think out of all the children that I have,
I'm sure.
I never watched
I'm
iCarly?
sure they did, but you probably wouldn't have been able to answer that question, though. I bet you wouldn't have known
I
it.
watched iCarly, Zoe 101, Victorious. I was watching Victorious last night with my grandson, and he fell asleep watching it. And
He did. I have a
kept
picture
watching
to prove it.
I kept watching like 3 more episodes because it's a good show.
My favorite episode of iCarly was when that guy, the evil nemesis, I don't remember his name. See, I'm sitting here asking trivia questions. He won a contest through iCarly where they gave away a car, and he was there to receive his gift, and they gave him a car, and it was like this nasty, beat up piece of crap car. And he said, "What is that poop?" That's my favorite episode.
I love that one.
That's my favorite one.
I remember that.
So, yeah, okay. Listen, we got Neville. That's his name. Thank you. I love this audience. I love the people watching this stream, because if I ever want to know anything, I just say, what was that guy's name? I was going to say the one that wants to start a haberdashery. I figured you would have all known that. But somebody said Bevel, but it's not Bevel, it's Neville. But good try. Here we go. Here's all the Nevilles. Neville Paperman. Was that his last name? Okay. All right. I love you guys, but when can we talk about fish and aquariums? When we are good and you know what ready, that's when we're going to talk about it. No, I'm not trying to be a jerk here. I am a jerk to people who ask that, though, because it's just rude to do that. So we are going to talk about fish. But before we do that, we're going to talk about something. We're going to do a quick what's going on. I don't know if you want to touch on. No, you probably don't. I'm not even going to ask you about that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not time. And it's definitely not time to talk about that on a live stream. But I've got a new series.
What are you talking about and thinking?
The thing that you're going to be announcing soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now you know it. I'm going to start a series of videos. And the first one is going to upload on probably Tuesday, because I don't think you've recorded anything. Listen to Bob. Bob's such a jerk. Hey, Candy, ban him. Although Candy quit. Because, oh no, there she is. Ban Bob. Get him out. Let's start the hashtag again, Bad Bob.
Oh, did you know it's Bob's birthday?
I didn't.
Yeah, happy birthday, Bob.
Bob, it's your 54th birthday. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
You look good for your age, being such an old timer.
See, I was listening to your stream today, Bob. I know what's going on.
I have a job, so I wasn't able to listen to his stream.
I was just listening.
But no, seriously, Bob is one of the people on YouTube. Lisa is not pregnant. How dare you?
No.
Bob is one of the people on YouTube that, even though we give each other a hard time, he's one of the few people that I would actually call an actual friend. And so happy birthday to my friend Bob, if it really is your birthday. And he's not 54. I was being flattering. I think he's 58, but I was trying to be nice to him today. So she has that glow today. How dare you? How dare all of you talk about that? No, no, just no. No more on that. I'm going to be starting a series of videos. We're going to get into, Hung Chao's going to be mad at us if we don't start talking about fish. This is...
Bob, I know it's not your birthday. I was totally kidding because that guy...
Well, why'd you do that to me?
Because somebody sent him a super chat today and it said, happy birthday, Bob, for like $28 or something. And he's like, it's not my birthday. I don't know.
That is so funny. Well, when is your birthday? I've already given you a early birthday, happy birthday. There it is.
Yeah.
So, okay. When things go normally on this show, we do our first segment is What's Going On, where we talk about things that we are doing that will involve you, or things that are just going on in the fish room. Don't really have a whole lot going on in the fish room. So what I'm going to update you on today is a series of videos that I'm going to start recording this weekend, and I might be forced to put the first episode up on Tuesday, and I'm excited about this one because it's absolutely not reinventing the wheel. I'm not pioneering anything. I'm not doing anything that others haven't already done. I'm not doing anything that I haven't already done. But it is going to be different. It's going to be different because of the circumstances. So here it is. I'm going to start doing product reviews again. Don't hang up. Don't hang up on me. This is not a sponsored thing. This is not people sending me stuff, which I then review. I like doing that. It's kind of cool to get to do that. Nope, this is different. I went out yesterday and I bought 5 hang on the back filters. I paid. All right, so don't give me a hard time. I paid for 5 hang on the back filters. What I'm going to do is a individual video for them. Zen Ginger's birthday. Happy birthday. Is it real though? I mean,
it was yesterday.
Okay. Happy birthday yesterday.
I learned that on Bob's stream too.
Apparently the information that comes from Bob's is probably not very good information unless it's about fish. He knows what he's talking about when it comes with fish. But this is going to be these 5 filters. I'm going to do individual videos for each one, and then have the final video be like a showdown between all of the I can't talk tonight. I'm telling you, I'm coming down with something. Showdown of all the filters. And then I'm going to give them all away because I don't have any use for them. So I'll handle it. Don't worry.
You heard that, Candy.
It's not going to be something that I'm giving away in the live streams. I'm going to give it away from those videos. David Buck, you might be right, but you might not. There is a strong contender. Now, the good thing about this, the cool thing for me, is it gives me an opportunity to be creative. Because here's the thing. 1 million people have done filter review videos where you unbox them and you install them and you talk about them and you show the features and blah, 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 blah. Everybody's done that. I've done 20 of those. So I'm going to have to do it different. I'm going to have to do it different so it's not just like every other video out there and every single one of mine. So I've got some ideas rolling around in this noggin of things that I can do that'll just kind of change things up, maybe make it a little bit more interesting. And I'm excited about it. It's brought that creative inspiration back to me. So I'm super excited about that. And I don't know how well it's going to be received. I mean, if they're really good, like they're well made and people enjoy them, they'll be received well. But it might just be, well, those are just more filter reviews. Who cares? So I don't know. I'm not doing this to grab views. I'm doing this because I am going to be able to be creative and do something different and have fun with it. So there you go. I'm going to be shooting those Saturday. And then probably put the first one up on Sunday. So that's that. I'm excited about it, and I hope you are too. And I know I saw a super chat come in. Did you want to talk about that, or did you want me to?
No. I have to say, I'm shouting out Elle Flower's mother, Josephine. On Saturday will be her 86th birthday.
Wow.
So happy birthday, Josephine.
That is very cool. British pounds, $4.99 British pounds. Did I say euros before? I don't know. I don't know the difference. By the way, not euros. Shrimp question: is keeping blue, red, yellow shrimps together a problem? Possible crossbreed consequences? I'm not a shrimp expert, but from everyone that I have talked to that is shrimp experts, as long as they're the same type of shrimp, they might be different colors. As long as you don't have a problem with mutts, I don't think there would be an issue. But, it's like breeding guppies with tetras. That's not going to work too well if they were different types of shrimp. But again, I could be wrong there too. So I think that that's fine as long as you're okay with the fact that there would be mutts that would come from that. What?
I was just looking at your Pleco is swimming around. I don't normally see him doing that a lot.
So how long is it going to take for somebody to type Pleco in the chat? People keep talking about FX6s. Didn't I say it's not canister filters? What I'm doing is hang on the back filters. I bought the Aqua Clear, the Penguin, the Whisper. What else did I bought 5 of them. I went to PetSmart and I bought all that they had. So they're all there and it'll be fun. The only one I didn't get, there's like that Penplex, which I've never even seen. So that's not going to be in it. Oh, I got the Aqueon too. So the 5 that are readily available in the United States, those are going to be the filters that I'm going to do these reviews for. And they're hang on the back filters, not canisters. Now down the road, maybe I will do canisters. Do the FX series versus the OASA versus the what's that? Eheim versus Sun and all. Maybe we'll see. That'd be an expensive one to do that, but yeah, maybe I'll do that. That'd be a lot of fun. But it's kind of how I want to do this. I want to have fun with it and do something a little bit different. On the topic, there's Fishy Biz. Here he goes. I don't care how big that guy is. I'm gonna mess him up next time I see him. So listen, I said I'm gonna be recording those videos on Saturday. And it's true, I am. But I'm doing something else on Saturday, and there's 375 people. Me talking about doing reviews of filters just scared everybody away. The 375 people that are on here, you're going to want to come back Saturday night because...
Can you put the slow mode
Slow-mo on?
Slow mo.
Why?
Because I said so.
Listen to this. This is welcome to my life, folks.
You're welcome.
There we go. Done. Just click the done button. Saturday night, 7 o'clock on this channel, KG Tropicals channel, I'm going to be doing a special weekend edition live stream with a guest. It's going to be the first time we've brought a guest on through the digital world. He's not going to be here with me, but Lisa is going to be at a college, looking at a college for her daughter. So I'm going to be here by myself. I'm going to be bored. So I am going to do a live stream with Jason from Primetime Aquatics, which is really cool because Corey was just talking about him at the end of his live stream, talking about the amazing ick video that he just did. So, and it's very true. It was a great video. In fact, it was going to be my video suggestion for today, my video shout out, and then Corey stole that thunder. But Jason is going to be my first guest. Now, I put up a community post, what was it? I don't know, a few days ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't have the results here with me, but Joey was number one, the most suggested, which does not surprise me at all. If Joey would do it, I would ask him, but he won't do it. So that's, I'm sorry to be like that, but he's just not going to do it. Corey was number two, and Miss Overhauls was tied for 3 with Dean. And I messaged Corey and I was like, all right, dude, so you got the second most votes to Joey. I already know Joey's not going to do it, so you might as well be number one. Can you do it? And he wasn't able to do it this weekend. He's got something going on. So I was in a conversation with Jason. I was like, hey, I need a guest for Saturday night. Do you want to do it? And he said, yeah. So there we go. So it's going to be Jason this Saturday night. I did speak to the lovely Candy Overhauls, and she said she's willing to do it. I don't believe her. I don't think she wants to do it. I think she's just trying to be nice, and I don't want to force her to do it. But I really would like to see that happen. That would be a lot of fun.
I don't blame you, Candy. It's not easy to get in front of the camera. It wasn't my thing either for a long time. Now I'm just like, whatever.
It's a total, it changes the game because now everybody, it's a different thing. And I completely get it too, Candy. Like I said in that message, if you don't want to do it, there's absolutely not going to be any hard feelings at all. So, just remember that. And as far as Dean goes, I don't know Dean. I've never met Dean. I love Dean. I think he's awesome. I think he's amazing. And I would love nothing more than to spend 2 hours on a live stream talking to him about angelfish breeding. It would be amazing. But I don't know him. So I'll have to get like a formal introduction from Corey or something like that to see if maybe Dean will do it. I've never met Dean. Never even messaged with him on Facebook or anything. So
he's my best friend on Instagram. So just kidding. He just follows me and I follow him.
Well, maybe you should ask him then. Maybe you should ask him for if he will come on the stream with me on a Saturday night. So what I want to do is I don't want to bring guests onto this. Not that that would be bad, but I want to, if we're going to have guests, I want it to be an extra thing that we do on the weekends. Weekends are always easier for people. Think about Corey. Corey got the number one amount of votes other than Joey, but we already talked about that. Well, if he was going to come on, he would be doing like 4 hours straight. I don't want to do that to him. He likes to go have tacos and then he comes back and watches. So, I would want to do that on the weekends. So other people that got a lot of requests, Rachel, and that's a no-brainer. We've been talking to Rachel about coming on the stream for a year now. So that's absolutely going to happen. No question. Who else got a lot of views? Bob got like -4. I think. I think Bob had like 4 people that said anyone but Bob. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm kidding. I think Bob, Jimmy, Lucas, and Jason. Jason might have been number 4 all by himself. And then I think it was like a big tie between Bob, Jimmy, and Lucas. I don't know. I have the list in there. I actually took it all down and all of that. So it's going to be something that I'm going to do that's going to be a lot of fun. Not every Saturday, but this Saturday, Jason's coming on with me, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The guy is a fish keeping wizard, folks. So bring your complicated fish disease questions and stuff like that, because the guy is a professor. He's a biology professor, folks, and he specializes in fish health. Come on, really? I mean, is this real? It's real. And he does YouTube simply for the fun of it. He's not trying to make it his career. Nope, he just does it for fun, and he's one of the best at it. So come here Saturday night and hang out with us. Multi-Tank Addiction with the $10 says, hey, John, just a reminder, I'm doing a calendar sale to help raise funds for 54 Punchy. You're reminding me of something I was unaware of. I've been kind of out of touch for a couple of weeks. Do you know about that?
I have seen stuff about it, yeah, so definitely.
Perhaps if there hasn't been somebody that's already done it, perhaps somebody can share that in the chat here. That would be very, very nice. Michael Keith, great show as always. Thank you. Looking forward to awesome content. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're going to try to bring it to you, and we're going to try to bring it to you with good audio and no dropouts of signal and everything else. I'm doing my best here. I really am. And it really bothers me. If you can just ask her. She's sitting right there. You can ask her how much I have obsessed over the audio thing. It's a struggle. And I was at Best Buy yesterday. I was going to buy a new microphone, not for the stream. I was going to buy a microphone for our videos. I've got a really good microphone on my camera, a shotgun microphone. But this room, these microphones don't really pick it up. You might hear a little bit in the background if we are not talking at all, which when am I ever not talking? But there is a lot of noise in this room. This room is very, very noisy. And I was going to buy a wireless lavalier microphone, and I would have bought it, but they didn't have it. They were out of stock. So I didn't end up buying it. But maybe the next purchase is going to be a microphone for you. But I would almost rather not buy a new microphone for you. I'd rather replace them both with another type. Anyway, these are good microphones. They're just not working in this situation. 2
votes. 1 is from himself.
Fishy Biz is lucky that he hasn't been banned from this chat. I mean, let alone be a guest on the stream. I mean, come on. No, of course I would have Fishy Biz. Fishy Biz is a lot of fun. I'd be a little nervous with Fishy Biz because him and I, we told a lot of jokes in Chicago, and we told a lot of jokes.
What's he got to say?
We told a lot of jokes that would have got us in trouble on YouTube if we did those jokes if he came on. But no, that'd be a lot of fun. I'll have him. I'm not having him to our house. I don't want that guy near my house, but we'll have him through Skype. Sure, why not? So that's all I had for what's going on. Did you have anything for what's going on, or and we're 54 minutes into it and we're still doing what's going on?
I mean, I pretty much have the same thing as every other week going on. I work from home and I do a lot of water changes. And take care of stray cats. That's my life.
Boy, does she do that too. So, okay. Well, let's talk finally. 54 minutes in. 54 Punchy, hey. Let's talk about our first fish. Because there's people. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ban Let's Talk Fish, and I'm going to ban the word echo. That's what I'm going to do. And then nobody will be able to say that in the chat. I hate when people do that. The echo thing, whatever. But when people say, let's talk fish now, that bothers me. Unless they're Nick Kelly. Nick Kelly tonight could pretty much say anything he wants, and I'd be okay. Because he just came in with another $10. This guy must be like a Wall Street stockbroker that just made a good sale today or something. Because, good Lord, he's throwing us some money today.
So So Ann Thornton asked, how many cats do you have, Lisa? Well, I specifically have a cat room with 3 cats. Well, 2 are in my cat room. 1 is in my daughter's room. But then I opened the cat room up to the entire bedroom. So all 3 cats have that area to run around. And then in the garage, we have 2 cats, which is Mama Cat, Marla, and Reno. So that's 5. And then outside, I have Honey. These are my stray cats that I feed. Honey, Luke, Leia, Honey's boyfriend that is HB's dad, because HB is a kitten. And then there's Cardi B. So how many is that? I don't know, 11 or 12.
A lot. Candy, if you could ban Mr. 3000 from the chat, I don't like that guy.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Don't ban him. It was a joke. I like that guy. I'm just going to have to probably assault him next time I see him in person. This Nick Kelly guy is becoming a real problem. He's going to pay our bills this month. He came in with another $50. That's I'd have to add it up. That's like close to $200 this guy has thrown at us. Never even seen him in here before. And he's just throwing all this money at us. Nick, you are the man. I'm going to make a suggestion to you. Instead of throwing all this money at us, which is wonderful, please, I don't take that for granted ever. I appreciate it very much. But why don't you just become a member, and it'll be a lot cheaper for you. And you'll get more stuff. You'll get cool stuff. So multi-tank addiction, yes, I hear you, brother. And while Marie was talking, I just looked and you're absolutely right. You did ask me about it yesterday, and I'm an idiot.
Wow.
So
see, this is my life. My life.
He did definitely ask me about it yesterday. I told him I would mention it in the stream, and like an idiot, I forgot. But I've been a little preoccupied today with all of the garbage that's been happening and all of that. So
I have a question. Twin Does Fish, you're asking, I saw this a little bit ago, and then I saw it again. Can you come to GCAS? Where is that? Like,
GCAS.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar.
I mean, it's obviously something Aquarium Society, Georgia Central Aquarium Society? Maybe? Are there any other G states?
Mr. Fishkeeper says, Lisa, how are the discus doing? They're doing really good. I kind of overfed them, or they just haven't ate all of their special beef food, so it looks like I overfed them right now, but yeah, they're doing really good.
Cincinnati, okay, so then it's greater, I don't know. I don't know what that is. GCAS in Ohio. So what's the G stand for? Cichlid Association would be the CAS?
No,
Greater Cincinnati, whatever it stands for. We get asked about that a lot.
Huh.
Nick, if you are watching on a desktop or if you're watching on mobile, just turn it up to portrait mode. And there should be a join button underneath next to the subscribe button. If you're on a desktop, it's just right under the video. There's a join button next to the subscribe button. There you go. And you'll actually save money. At the rate you're going, you'll save a lot. You could have been a member for a whole year with the amount of money that you've paid us tonight. We're very, very grateful of that. Believe me, we are. So there's Kaylor sharing the link to the GoFundMe for 54 Punchy. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I feel like a jerk for not remembering that Chris was asking me about that yesterday. My brain it just doesn't have a lot of space to store stuff in it. Greater Cincinnati Aquarium Association, I'm guessing. Well, probably Society. Society would probably be the S, not the, anyway, yeah. We've been asked about that a lot. I don't know if it's the same guy, but there's been quite a few people that have asked us about that. In fact, I think somebody said I should go speak at that, which I've never been invited, so I don't know why I would. But Ohio Cichlid Extravaganza. Oh, that's next week.
Oh.
That's like 2 weeks. Yeah, we definitely won't be making that.
So Madison Paul Reeves, thank you for answering the question about the breeding betas, because I do not breed betas, and I will not breed betas, so I'm not the one to ask about that.
Yeah, she doesn't breed betas. Or betas, excuse me. Yeah, we get...
No, I say betas.
I know, you got some crap for that on that video.
Yeah, a lot of people say betas. I don't care.
Jake Mitchell said, I asked earlier. Well, yeah, see, you may have asked today, but I'm talking like months ago. People were asking us about that. So that's been a frequently asked question. It's been an FAQ on here. Lisa Marie, what was your first fish?
My first fish was an arowana.
And what are the circumstances around you purchasing that arowana?
I wanted it because you had one. And that's the honest truth. John had a 125 with an arowana. I think, did you have, I don't even remember. He either had one or he had two and one died.
No.
Okay, whatever. So
Or
John had,
I don't know.
This is my story. John had an arowana and a 125 with a few other fish. It's been so long
Including
now.
the albino Oscar that I had for like 8 years. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was everybody's albino Oscar in
Yep.
the house.
It was actually CJ's.
Okay. So he had a 125, okay? And I thought when we went to the fish store with him, well, actually, it was like a family thing. He took me to the fish store.
We were all there.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's a cute little arowana. Now, I thought arowanas were ugly. When he first brought those arowanas home, I thought they were ugly. I was like, those are the ugliest fish I've ever seen, and I didn't want anything to do with them. But they kind of, I started liking them.
They grew on you.
Yeah, they grew on me. So we go to the fish store down in Richmond, and I decided, I like that arowana. You know what? I'm going to buy that arowana with my own money. And he's like, well, where are you going to put it? I'm like, in your tank.
I'm glad you're telling this part of the story.
In your tank, duh. And he's like, well, okay. And I was like, I'm naming this arowana Pip. I'm buying this arowana, and it's going to go in your tank, and I'm naming it Pip. Its name is Pip. I already picked the name out before I even left the store with it.
I remember.
So we're driving home. I'm holding Pip in my lap, and Pip's all cute and stuff. And we get there, and he goes, there's that chance they might not get along or whatever. And I'm like, oh, no, it'll be fine. Me, the unexperienced fish keeper, decided it was okay because it's going to work because I said so.
Remember when we said not to impulse buy in that episode of 10 Things? Yeah, okay.
Okay. I impulse buyed an arowana.
Bide. She impulse buyed. I love this woman. I really do.
Shut up. You couldn't remember yesterday with the conversation.
I know.
So anyway.
I'm a horrible person.
So we take it home, stick it in a tank. Within an hour and a half, we were at PetSmart buying a 55-gallon tank for an emergency to put my new arowana in because his arowana was beating up my arowana. So that was my first fish, and that was my first fish tank. And yeah, that's how that went. And I've been a fish keeper ever since.
Yep. And that fish stayed in that 55-gallon tank for probably 7 or 8 months. And then we put them back together again, and they were fine.
Yeah.
And those were the last 2 arowanas. If you see the first and second video that I ever uploaded on this channel, they are in there. My original arowana that I got when her and I got a house together, and I bought that first arowana. She fell in love. She wanted one. We went to the store and got her one. Those are the 2 right there. So if you watch one of those videos, they're terrible videos. I had no desire to be a YouTuber at the time. All I was wanting to do was show my fish. So don't expect anything when you watch those videos. But there's 2 arowanas. One is about that much bigger than the other. The smaller of the two is the one that is Pip, and mine's name was Sully. And yeah, that's the story there. And then for her birthday that year, I bought her 2 discus. It was a blue turquoise and a blue diamond.
Yep.
And she put those in with that arowana. And then I don't remember where we put those after that. But yeah, that's where it was.
I think I bought another 55-gallon tank, didn't I?
I don't know.
Yes, I did.
It's not very often that a man gets to enjoy the glory of being right about something. It's very rare. That hardly ever happens with me.
Hardly.
But it happened that night, and I was so happy about that. And that was early in our relationship, too. I was so happy about that because I'm very rarely right, and I'm certainly never right to where she will actually admit it.
What?
Yeah, see? But that night, she had no choice but to admit it. And we're out there. It was like 10 minutes before closing at PetSmart. She was buying that 55-gallon complete setup.
I was in tears. I remember I was so upset. I was just like, oh my gosh.
Brian Garrett, you have to understand something, dude. Your avatar freaks me out. I wish I could show you. I will. I'm going to show you here real quick. Hopefully I don't shut the whole thing down. When I'm looking at my screen, you see that? Yeah. See how big those avatars are? And when I see his big face with that pucker lips, it completely freaks me out every time that happens. So, yeah. Now he's going to just keep on commenting because he's like, I'm going to bug the heck out of John. So we all know, you should know, maybe you are someone who has come over from, heck yeah, it's sweet. Maybe you're someone that's come over from Corey's live stream and you have no idea who we are. You have no idea of our backstories or anything like that. But my first fish was also a silver arowana. And I've told that a million times. But, oh boy, now Brian Garrett's going to another level. We got to slow down on that there, pal. So anyway, this is for families. Let's not go there because now you're really freaking me out. So what I haven't talked about was that when I got that first arowana, that was not the only fish that I got. I have always, since the beginning, been infatuated with Oscars and arowanas. So,
Candy said we don't need slow mode now.
Oh.
You know what, Candy? I am like so 20 minutes ago. I'm sorry.
I wish that moderators could control that. It'd be so much easier. Then you don't have to ask me. It's not that it bothers me, but I'm just saying.
Brian Garrett said he was talking about water changes, John. Jeez.
Yeah. Nice. If I could wink, I'm not good at winking. If I could wink, I would give you that. So, yeah, slow mode is off. So there you go. So it was an albino, or no, excuse, what? What am I talking about? No, it was a tiger Oscar with my arowana. And what I did, y'all are going to laugh at me, but I was 19 years old, so understand, I put them in 29-gallon tanks. I put an arowana in a 29-gallon tank, and then under that, I had another 29-gallon tank that I put an Oscar in. That's the kind of fish keeper I was. Neither one of them were in those tanks for very long, but I'm just saying I was a stupid kid, and that's what I did. Those were my first fish, was a silver arowana, an Oscar, tiger Oscar, and a Buddha fry. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know how you pronounce it or how the scientists pronounce it, but a Buddha fry, those three were the first 3 fish that I ever bought. And Buddha fry at the time were actually illegal in Virginia. I don't know, but they were. So I had to go to Maryland and I had to smuggle that fish over the border to get that Buddha fry. So
you broke the fish law.
Look, Drew, I'm going to reach through this internet connection, my friend. I'm turning my phone notifications off because you're a jerk. That's fishy biz. Anyway. Okay.
Wow.
So what is everyone else's first fish? I can't believe it's an hour and 20 minutes into this, and we're finally getting to this particular topic. Somebody
Nick
said
Kelly donated to Pam, so he's doing a really nice thing tonight. He's being super,
that guy
just super nice.
is already in the holiday spirit. I'm telling you. So we got Goldfish, we got Yo-Yo Loaches, or Dojo Loaches. I say Yo-Yo Loaches. Isn't that the same thing?
I bet most people are going to say beta, goldfish, and guppies.
Goldfish are going to be very common. Betas are going to be very common. Yeah, all three of those are going to be very common for sure. 30 plus years ago, I think it was guppies. Yep, there we go. Platy or Molly. It's hard to tell the difference sometimes. Betas, goldfish, angels. Angels are a great starter fish. Black mollies, another great starter fish. Albino Corydoras. That's an interesting first fish. Never known anyone whose first fish was a Cory. That's pretty cool. Mike Black has become a member. When I was younger, my mom maintained a neon Tetra tank for me. My first as an adult coming into the hobby was a beta. How about that? My first was Oscars and Jack Dempsey. Yeah. It wasn't very long before I had a Jack Dempsey too. That's kind of been one of those staples for me. I've always had Jack Dempseys, but I don't have any right now.
No, hush.
First tank for, I'm not going to worry about Mr. 3000. I don't care what his first fish was. No, I'm kidding. First tank was an adult Oscar, Jack Dempsey, and Texas cichlid. Love Texas cichlids. Swordtails and black mollies for the Todd snake. I want to call him the Todd snake. I don't know why.
Oh, I have. Okay, Lisa, you're a nice person. We both like John. Let's agree to disagree on breeding betas and caring for them. Wishing you luck on your beta project. Thank you, Jay's Beta. I'm not against people that know what they're doing that breed betas and do the right thing. So don't take me the wrong way there. I'm against the people that do it and don't do the right thing with them.
Well, and that's something that is kind of commonplace on our channel. We took a lot of heat for the fish that shouldn't be in the hobby video that we did, which is like the third most watched video on our channel. People went crazy, like, oh my God, you're talking about these fish that shouldn't be in the hobby, yet you have them and stuff like that. And the whole point was there are people that are doing it right. There are people that are breeding betas right. There's people that are keeping monster fish the right way, but most aren't.
In my opinion, breeding betas is a lot different than guppies or African cichlids or any other fish. You know, you have to be careful because they grow up, they get older, and then what are you going to do with all of these male betas? And,
thank you.
You know, what are you going to do with them all? Do you have a 5-gallon tank per male beta fish? I mean, it's one thing if they grow up and you take all the females and you keep them for a sorority and you have somebody that you're selling the males to or a fish store or a fish club and you're doing it the right way. You know, if you think ahead, you do it the right way, you plan it out, then that's fine. But if you're just somebody that decides, you know what, I want to pick 2 fish that I want to breed and have a bunch of babies, then that's not the fish to do it. That's not the one to do it. Go get some guppies. Go get some...
Endlers.
Yeah, something else. Just, you know, that's why I say what I say about you're not gonna learn how to breed betas from me. That's all. Okay, I'm done with my little rant.
There is an interesting... there's an interesting comment that was asked here, and I want to get to that. But yeah, again, that was to reiterate, if you're doing it right, which Jay's Betas is, if you're doing it right, there's nothing wrong with you doing that. You're good friends with Amber. I'm good friends with Amber too, but from Big City Betas, she's doing it right. There's nothing wrong with that. But most people aren't going to do that. That's the whole point. Somebody asked about our thoughts on flushing fish, dead fish, not just any fish, down the toilet. I've never been asked that before. Is there a particular reason to be opposed to that? I don't think there is. I mean, I am not, and I never have been the kind of person, like if one of those Danios in her tank behind her passed away, or one of these rummy nose, I am not going to take that dead fish and put it in this tank for these fish to eat, which they would do in a matter of seconds. I'm not going to do that because I don't know what killed that fish. So what else am I going to do? If it was one of those Danios or one of those rummy nose or one of the guppies or one of the small fish, I'm going to flush it down the toilet. And I don't think there's any reason not to. Now, if one of these arowanas was to pass, when the one passed a few weeks ago, I couldn't flush that 13-inch long fish down the toilet, so we did actually end up having to bag him up and dispose of him at the dump. I mean, I don't know I don't know what else to do, but yeah, I mean, if it's not going to fit down the toilet, obviously you're not. But water pollution, spread of disease. Spread of disease I could see, but water pollution, do you know what goes down a toilet? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I know after I use it and I push the flush button, a little fish ain't causing no kind of water pollution there. I mean,
this is true.
A lot of people are saying they bury them. I bury them out of respect. Hey, I mean, that's awesome. That's an amazing thing. We've got 18 tanks full of all her fish. I mean, and, you know, we would have a fish cemetery in our backyard that would be, it would look like Arlington. I mean, it would be madness. So we can't do that all the time. We have buried fish, but we haven't buried any here.
I buried Pip.
Yep. And didn't it get dug up by a dog?
No, it did not.
Oh, sorry. Dead fish in the garden, circle of life. See, there you go. I mean, we haven't done that just because the smell. Yeah, bury them, you wouldn't have any smell. But yeah, I don't think that there's anything wrong with flushing them down the toilet. I mean, if one of these heavy hitters in here died, it ain't gonna fit down the toilet. There's not one fish in here except for maybe the Eureka Red. But if we had that Eureka Red in our hand, I bet you it would be a whole lot bigger than we actually think it is. So there's not a fish in there, in that tank, that would fit down the toilet. So, you know, your city water comes from a river, right? These is fish. And yeah, see, there you go. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, water comes from a river that has fish in it. And yeah. Brian Garrett with the funky avatar picture of him puckering it up, which is just creepy. Been a hard month. Glad I could make the chat tonight. Miss you guys. We're very glad to have you, even with that weird face that is going to haunt me in my dreams. I'm sure you're a good-looking guy, but that profile picture is just weird. It's just creepy. There's a few others that have them too, but yeah. Anyway, John takes better fish keeping magazines in the toilet with him. You don't have to when you have these now. So when I'm in that kind of a business meeting, I'm usually just playing games on my phone. I mean, I don't have a laptop. Otherwise, I'd probably be in there editing because I can be in there for a while.
John doesn't believe in newspapers or magazines or books. I'm the one that reads all of the.
I read Tropical Fish Keeping Magazine.
When? You look at the pretty pictures. I'm the one that actually reads it.
Whatever.
You can't even argue.
I do read that magazine. It's literally the only one I'd read because what else am I going to read? I mean, no. So what's your favorite fish or longest living? The fish we've had the longest right now, I don't know because they come and go so fast.
Well, that didn't sound very
That didn't
good.
sound right. I can tell you, if you're looking at this tank, that dragon blood right there, yeah, that dragon blood. That's the fish we've had the longest that's in this room right now. Right? Because that was in the original batch of fish that we got when we set up the 75 in my office. So, yep, there's your answer. That's the one we've had right now the longest. But the fish that I have had, as long as I've been in the hobby, the longest was an albino Oscar. An albino tiger Oscar, Lutino, if you want to call them that.
Yeah.
That was the longest one that I had. That was like 8-9 years I had that fish. John, you don't read books. That's blasphemy. No, listen. The last book I read, I listened to on Audible.
That's sad.
They give you a free book when you join Audible.
That's pretty
And
sad.
so I listened to it. I have read books. I read In Cold Blood, which I enjoyed very much. You bought me a book about Columbine that I read. All these murder books. I think those might be the only books that I've ever read cover to cover. In Cold Blood, Truman Capote, how can you put that down? I mean, it was beautiful. But I saw that movie before I read the book. So I kind of knew the ending and all that. But yeah, if you've never seen the movie or read the book In Cold Blood, do it. It's very, very good. Welcome, Nathan Alexander, as a new member. Excited to have you on the team. Yeah, In Cold Blood, true story, very sad. Truman Capote and the movie, and I'm talking about the, what's the guy's name? The one that unfortunately passed. Absolutely amazing in that movie. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Amazing. He played Truman Capote. Unbelievable. So if you haven't seen that movie, watch it. Very good. And I'm actually talking about the newer one. There's two. The first one has, who is it? Shoot, I'm drawing a blank now. I don't know. I don't remember. But it's like a big time actor plays one of the murder. No, in the first movie. But then in the second one, who cares? What editing software do you use? I use Final Cut Pro. Before I used Final Cut Pro, I used iMovie. Before iMovie, I was a Windows guy, and I used Adobe Premiere Elements is what I used. And before that, I used Windows Movie Maker. But now it is Final Cut Pro, and I will never, ever, ever switch, no matter how much Jimmy tells me I should, or no matter how much anybody tells me I should. I am an Apple guy. I am a Final Cut Pro guy, and that's going to be that way to stay. How long was it between buying your first fish and feeling like you had a good understanding of how aquarium systems work? What got you there? That is a great question. We've got 7 minutes. I probably did not know how to properly care for a fish tank for 3 to 5 years. Now, that sounds ridiculous, right? But you have to understand, I was 19 when I bought my first tank. I put
There wasn't YouTube.
right. I put the arowana in there. I set up a second one, and I put an Oscar in there. I had no idea what I was doing. All I knew was put the filter on it. They were under gravel filters, folks. Put those filters on there, hook the air pump up, and when the water evaporates and the tank's making too much noise, put new water in. That was my maintenance routine with that tank. Obviously, after some time, things didn't work very well. The tanks started getting nasty. So I started cleaning them a lot. And I would just clean the tank out. I would do water changes. I would clean the tank out thoroughly. You know what happens then. I was doing everything wrong. I had fish that were not in the right size tank. I was not doing the proper maintenance. It was a nightmare. But my excuse was there was no internet. And I'm not a book reader. I've never been a guy that I really want to know what's going on. I'm going to go get a book. I'm just not that guy. My mind won't let me do that. I'm a visual person. I'm not a written word person. You can show me something once and I'll remember it. If you make me read it, just ask.
He likes to look at the pretty picture.
Just ask Multi-tank addiction.
He's
You
a
send it to me.
Comic book reader. He likes to look at pretty pictures.
I do.
And read a word here and there in a bubble.
Those, yeah. But anyway, so
It's okay.
when I truly understood how the nitrogen cycle works was probably 4 or 5 years into this. And I'm ashamed to admit it, but we're talking about from 93 to like 98. So we're talking about a long time ago. Sergey Brin and Larry Page were probably in elementary school at the time. I mean, you know, it was a long time ago, and that's my excuse. And I didn't have fish keepers that were friends. My boss at the time is the one that got me into fish keeping. And then like 6 months later, I left and started working for another company and never saw him again. So, yeah, there you go. I want to join but can't find the button. I saw it on Corey's stream, but not here. Yeah, that's odd. If you are, well, I mean, it should be right below the video. Wherever you see the subscribe button, it should be right next to that. And if it's not, that's weird. I don't understand that. Scott came in with the $10 and said, oops, sorry, I'm so late. Well, we're about to sign off, but that's okay because you can watch Rack after us. And the big guy himself, Fishy Biz, decided to become a member.
Aww.
Okay, we can be friends.
I mean,
You have to buy my friendship.
the funny thing is, oh, I got cat on my nose. The funny thing is, I mean, Fishy Biz, I support you all the time. I wear your t-shirt to bed. That's my night shirt, remember? John wakes up to me and you. That's what's so funny.
Yeah, and you know, dude, you said that you sent us a couple of hoodies. That's awesome. That's amazing. We will definitely wear them. I can't wear the shirt that you gave me at Aquashella, though, because it's like a nightgown. It is massive for me. I know I'm not a small guy, but that shirt is like, it's like I'm wearing a nightgown. So, and I don't want to disrespect the shirt by using it as like a painting shirt. You know, I'm not going to do that. So I'm trying my best to just get a lot fatter so that I'll fit into that shirt. That's what I'm trying to do for you.
The Zen Gender said, that's not creepy. Sorry. I wasn't trying to creep you out.
Yeah. Well, you know, we got 3 minutes left, and on that note, I'm gonna tell another funny story. This happened to us at the shop. You were there.
I was?
You were. Oh. There was attaboy, get fatter. A customer came into the shop, and this is when we had our fish store, obviously, and I had my YouTube channel, and we had 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers. I don't know what it was. Our channel was still very small, and a customer came in, and he walks up to me, and he says, I got a bone to pick with you. And he was kind of a big, intimidating guy. And I'm like, uh-oh. And he says, every single morning I wake up and you are talking to my wife in bed. And I said, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And he said that his wife, in the mornings, she would wake up and she would pull out her iPad and she would watch my videos. And he would wake up and there is my ugly face. Whew, yeah, but that was a trip. So yeah, kind of along those same lines. I wake up and see a giant, well, not giant, but a pink Fishy Biz logo staring right at me with a beautiful woman snoring wearing it. It's just terrible. I'm a first-time breeder, but one of my guppies has been pregnant for just over 6 weeks. She seems happy, otherwise healthy, and eating well. Please help. I don't know that there is help that can be done with that. I mean, if the fish is healthy, you might just have a really fat guppy.
Well, I mean, if she's more, like bloated because she's constipated, that could be a thing. Try your frozen pea. I mean, I know that's what I do with my betas a lot of times, but take a frozen pea, and stick it in some water, and just wait a minute or so, and take a sharp knife and cut the pea and squeeze it so that the inside of the pea comes out of the shell, and then mash it really, really little, and put some of it in there and see if she'll eat that. And that'll help, her digestion or her digestive system if she's blocked and constipated.
She's been that way for 6 months, though. I mean, if it was constipation, even 6 weeks, that fish would be dead by now.
No, but I'm just saying it might help a little bit. I mean, when you're pregnant, your digestive system is like, ugh, and things aren't quite right. You don't know this stuff, John. You don't know. Okay?
I wouldn't.
So,
No, I've never been pregnant.
It wouldn't hurt.
Okay, so it is 10:30. We have to come up with something fun to send everyone over to Rack's channel with. Some fun word. Let's think of something. Well, here we go. How about this? Peeled peas. That'll be the hashtag.
Yes, also, yes, Lisa and Jay, you're right. Raise the temperature too. That's a good idea.
Yes, indeed. Corn, pineapple, dog pizza. That's good. No, let's go with peeled peas. Hashtag peeled peas. That's what our sending you over to Rack Cross, the River Life. Folks, this is the nicest human being on the planet. He's nothing like me at all. So go over there, hang out with him. Just do me the favor. Head over there. Watch the whole thing. But if you can't watch the whole thing, I understand. Watch a little bit. Just see how nice this guy is. Click the like button on his video. Do that for me. And go have some fun over there. It'll be a good time. He's a really good guy. His live stream is called the River Life Community Tank Live, which is fun. So head over there. I am going to go over there. I'm going to pack all this stuff up and move it over back into my office. But once I get in there, I will sign on, and I will be in there too. So yes, that's it. I am going to go ahead and say goodbye, but I'm going to leave it up to you to do the final words. And again, sorry for the beginning of this stream. It was rough.
All right. Well, me and Reno are going to say goodnight because it's time to go night-night, isn't it, Reno? But it was a lot of fun, and we will see you next week. So go see Rack and peel peas.
Peel peas.